Welcome back to On The Beat, everyone. I'm over here with the man that you need to know, Mr. Don West. He is the broker and owner of Coldwell Banker West Realty. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you, Troy.
You know, guys, I want to talk a little bit about the man behind the green couch, so to speak. Why did you decide to get into real estate, and why is it your passion?
You know, it's something that I think every realtor develops a love for.
Yeah.
I've noticed over the years, it's nothing more heartwarming when you leave a closing table and you hand those keys to that buyer, especially a first-time home buyer. You know, they know nothing about the home purchase, and they need that trust and that opportunity to be able to have somebody to do that for them, and it just puts a smile on their face.
I can imagine, because I remember when I bought my first home back home in Australia, and to be given that key, and it still makes me a little emotional because I still remember it like it was yesterday, that not only was it my life savings, but I also knew it was my security.
I think everybody remembers their first purchase, absolutely.
I'm goosebumpy talking about it.
You never forget about that first home purchase, without a doubt.
Yeah, Don, why is it so important that we really trust our agent?
You're dealing, again, what you said, they're the biggest investment of their life.
Yeah.
And you got to make sure that they are doing the things that are correct to protect not only their part of the interest in it, but also the interest of that seller too.
Okay. Now, Don, you've been on the show a few times, and you've been in the business a long time. You know just about everything in this area, all right, when it comes to real estate. What is your ethos? What's your motto with your company when it comes to the buying and selling of a home?
I think what it really comes down to is really one of the old logos and comments that Coldwell Banker put quite a few years ago. It says, expect the best. And that's something that we've always provided inside that company. I mean, you develop a family relationship with your agents and your staff that's there at the office. I mean, you're spending quite a amount of your hours each day with them.
Sometimes more than your marriage.
That's exactly right. You know? I tell a lot of them all the time, I'm married to them and also married to my wife. So, you know, but that's just part of it.
Yeah.
And we're a team, and that's what it takes, I think, for any successful real estate company, is to be a team to help each other. Even though they're independent contractors, they often do everything they can to try to help each other.
Don, I've asked around about you, and people have said that you have had great success in retaining your team. And unlike other real estate agents or brokers, they move around a lot.
Yeah.
What is it? Why have they stayed with you?
I've just been truly blessed. And I think it's because I want to make sure that I give them the most comfortable atmosphere and setting. And I mean, on the average, I've had 25 to 30 years of tenure of agents being with our organization.
Wow.
Some have been there as long as I have been there. So we've grown together greatly.
What's
the new generation that comes on board, they have that trust. And I think it also has to do with the name.
Yeah.
And the West name has been in this area all of our life, and we do the best to make sure that we give that confidence each and every time.
I want people sitting at home say, I want to see Don West. He's a nice bloke. He's a nice guy that I can trust. What makes them pick up that phone to you?
You know, that's a question I just really don't know. I think it's just the fact that it's reputation.
Yeah.
And it's not just me. It's also those other people that's involved in that company.
In your team.
On the team. And so they may very well call and say, I trust the West name, but I also trust you, and I want you to handle my real estate needs.
Want to find out more about Don West, the owner, let me tell you, of Coldwell Banker West Realty. You know him in the name, everyone. Give him a buzz to start your dream, or maybe, you know what, you want to sell maybe one or two of your properties. Back after this short break.